Hi Flosstube, I'm Sally, I'm StitchySally here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Today is the 3rd of December 2025 and this is Flosstube number 112. A very warm welcome, whether you are a new or a returning viewer. It is lovely to have you here. If you do like what you see, it would be lovely if you would consider hitting the subscribe button and liking any of my videos that you watch. So I've got a few things to show you today. I've got a couple of finishes, one of which is a big finish, and I'm sure you're going to know what that is. And I know a few of you have said you'll be quite sad to see it finished. So yeah, you know what it is, don't you? As you can see, Christmas tree is up. We put all the decorations up last week. So my stitched ornament tree is over there, and if you follow me on Instagram you'll be able to see a picture of it on there. It's not a very good picture because Instagram is a bit weird, isn't it? So I couldn't get it all in, but anyway, you can have a look if you would like to, if you do follow me on there. So I will start with my planner. As you know, I stopped buying the Book of Days. I've had this little planner for the last few years. I think, was it last year? Last year was the first time I'd used it. Why is there some thread in there? So that's a little bit of stickering up for December. These ones I got in boys. I'd gone in for some stuffing. And I just spotted these stickers. I also bought some fabric as well for finishing, making a wall hanging. So I have stitched first and second up to now. Obviously not stitched anything yet today. I've had 2 new starts for the month already. But that is it for now until my birthday starts, so I can concentrate on what I've got on the go for now. So, finishes. I can't show you the chart because I've sold it. Sold the chart and the leftover threads, and that has gone in the post today. So, it is Little Dove Designs Robin Redbreast. So I purchased the kit last year, late last year I think it was. So it was all stitched from the kit, DMC threads, 28 count fabric, and I love it. Absolutely love this piece. That robin is just so cute. Love the colours. Absolutely gorgeous. So when I was sorting through looking for some fabric to stitch on the other day, I pulled a hoop out, so I'm going to do a hoop finish. I don't know whether to try wrapping my hoop. I've never done it before, so if anybody's got any tips on how to do that, do please let me know. And then my big finish is Long Dog Samplers, the Pilgrim. So yeah, finished it. I started it on the 3rd of November 2023 for both hashtag My First Long Dog Sal, which was hosted by lovely Amanda Alba Stitcher, and Let's Get the Dogs Out Sal, which was hosted by lovely Elaine Ellie Welly Stitcher for her 60th birthday. And I also stitched it for hashtag Long Dog Sampler Sunday. So yeah, absolutely chuffed to bits with this. I am sad that I finished it. Would I do another one? Absolutely. When? I do not know. Probably later on next year. I do have a plan for next year that I want to do first before I do start another one. So, ta-da! that wasn't a very exciting ta-da, was it? But yeah, love it, absolutely love it. So if I can, I will just bring it in a little bit closer so that you can see all the little bits and pieces. Absolutely love it. So I think I'm going to make it into a wall hanging. I have purchased some fabric. Not sure where it's going to hang, but I showed a picture of it to my hairdresser yesterday, and she said, "Oh, get that frame, take it to this shop, she'll sell it for you." And I said, I am not selling it. There is absolutely no way I'm selling, unless she thinks that's what I do, stitch it and sell it. But no way am I selling that. So if anybody's interested within the UK, that is up for sale. There's up the chart. I usually work in copy, so you go and have a look on my Instagram if anybody's interested. So the other whip that I had was the Oct to Oct Sal, which is Shakespeare's Peddler Hope. I have not touched that to do the December section yet, so there's no point in me showing that. Not sure when I'll get to it. I've kind of had this little bit of a panic, thinking, oh my god, I am starting all this stuff this month, and then there's a couple more things that I want to start in January, and I don't like having a lot of whips. So I've been having a little bit of a panic stations there, but I only have 2 more things to start in December, so hopefully some of this I can get finished, or as close to finish as possible. So this is one of my new starts. Originally I wasn't going to start this last one, but then I thought, well, I've got the threads out, I've got the booklet out, I might as well. So I've started this one here, which is Hearts to Love. So another big house there, because we all know how I love my big houses. So the threads are exactly the same as Molly's Hands. Molly's Hands? Yes, Molly's Hands. So I'm just using the DMC. I love my DMC. So, and this one I have actually managed to start it on the Vintage Country Mocha side. You may remember, if you've been with me before, that Molly's Hands I accidentally started on the wrong side of the fabric. So there we go. And I stitched this on a Saturday night with my dear friend Lainey, who is Lainey Main on Instagram. I was just thinking that does not look straight, but I've not got the whole of the bottom bit on the house yet. It just looks really weird. But yeah, I love that. Really, really happy with that. So I shall get another go at that this Saturday. And I pick it up again. And then I started the Blueberry Ridge. I always want to call it Blackberry for some reason, but no, Blueberry Ridge Winter Wonderland Advent Stitch Along. I'll show you a picture because obviously it's a mystery stitch along, so there is no picture. So it's actually stitched with hand-dyed threads, but I am using the DMC conversion. As it happened, it is the, get your words out, Sally, it is stitched on 36 count needle bling designs cookie dough, and I had actually ordered a while ago a piece of that just to try, and I wasn't sure whether it'd fit on. I've had to do some calculating, but it will fit on. So it's 8.5 by 12.5 piece, and that's where I'm up to at the moment. So this is part 1. I've still got a bit to do on it yet, so I may well pick that up tonight. I've got secret stitching to do as well, which I want to keep on top of. But yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. As I said once before, I kind of got put off mystery designs. I mean, I've done mystery Barbara Anna's, which I have enjoyed. There was one that I didn't particularly enjoy, but I think it might have been the fact the fabric was quite tight and I was stitching it 2 strands over 2, so I may well start that again at some point. I have still got the chart, but yeah, I'm pleased that I started this. Well, should I say I chose to sign up for it is what I should say. And you can still sign up for that if you so wish. So part 2 comes out next Sunday. I'm not too bothered if I don't keep up with it, just as long as I don't get far behind. But as I say, I just panic, which is really stupid, isn't it? Absolutely stupid. But anyway, so this bag has got a secret stitch in it, so let's make sure that I don't pull that out as well. So this was not planned. What can you do? So I saw, and I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the designer in case I make a mockery of it, but there we go. And she shared this on her Instagram, and it's called Christmas Song, and any of you who watch who are gamers, you might recognise this. It is based on a game called Hollow Knight, and there is a new one out that's come out this year called Silk Song. Oh my god, I should know this. Silk Song. So both my girls play this. Jess started playing it, the Hollow Knight one, the first one, and she had Abigail playing it one Christmas. It was hilarious. And I thought, I have to stitch this, hopefully to go on the Christmas tree for my girls. And then part of haul, I will show you this now actually while I have it out. I showed Abby the other one, which is Christmas night, and she said, you've got to get that. You've got to get that and do Christmas night as well. You cannot leave Hornet on her own without the night. So that was part of haul as well. But they were on offer, so I wasn't too bothered. So I'm stitching this in DMC, and it is on a 32 count Fabrics by Crafti kit, fabric of the month from December 2024. And that is where I am up to now. So she might get on the Christmas tree this year. She might not. Don't tell Abby. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. And I just keep doing a little bit, just now and again when I'm just sitting, maybe watching a bit of Flosstube or whatever. So I do need to go back up and finish the S. Not leave it off. So as I say, that was not planned. So Christmas night might get done, it might not. That might have to be for next year. And then the next new start was a Teresa Kogut freebie. This is from 2021. As far as I know, it's still available on her website, and it is Old St Nick. So this is what Chris and I are stitching for our December sal this year. We have done the December sal since 2008, so yeah, a lot of years. Most of the time we've stitched the same thing. Sometimes we have stitched different, but not very often. It's usually the same. So I am stitching this with DMC. Sorry, a little bit messy. And I have finally got out, I think I mentioned last time, my gorgeous Christmas floss drops and ring bling that I bought from lovely Charlie Feathers. I must have had them a year. And you know how it is, I want something special, and then it's like, just use them. For God's sake, just use them. And you will also see a needle minder here as well that I bought at the same time. So I'm stitching this on 40 count. Summer khaki, no, 36 count summer khaki. 36 count summer khaki. So there we are. I have got the deer started. Quite a bit done on it actually. So yeah, really enjoying that up to now. And the next whip, Chris said it's a little bit like deja vu, seeing the next whip. So yeah, that's that start. And I think I mentioned last time we have already decided what our next one is going to be. We've picked a Shannon Christine design. So, and I've never stitched one before, so that'll be quite interesting. And then final new start. Did I show this last time? I do not actually remember. But this new start is Lauren. Lovely Lauren at Flossabilities. Sorry Lauren, I've got to blame somebody, haven't I? So I have purchased this because I fell in love with it when I saw it. It's the Olde Stitching Company, or Olde Stitching Co, and it's Winter Companions. And just look at that little Bobs on the day's back. I just fell in love with it. So it's available on the website. The designer is Sammy at Little Loops on Instagram. I don't know actually whether she has a... Is it Little Loops Stitching? I don't know whether she has a floss tube or not. I don't know. But yeah, just fell in love with it. I bought it just to go in my stash. PDF. It's only £5. So if you fancy it, there you go. So yeah. I saw Lauren put up a post on Instagram about a stitch along, so it's hashtag Winter Companions Sal, and there are quite a few lovely ladies going to start this. So the start date was the 1st of December. I think Sarah, Cross Stitch Sarah, she's doing it. I think Bethany, who is Ducks and Crosses, Sarah's daughter-in-law, I think she's doing it. I don't know who else is doing it. Like I say, there's Lauren. So there is there's 3 hand dyeds used, but I am using 2 and I haven't got the actual colours, so it's not massive either. It's 77 by 78 stitches. So I'm using the hand dyes. I'm using Lancaster Red. No, I'm not. Lancaster Red's the actual one on the chart. Licorice Red, which is a classic Colourworks, and Palomino, which is a weak Dye Works, and then the rest are DMC. And I'm stitching this on 40 count light mocha, and I started it last night, so that's where I've got to. So yeah, this is deja vu, isn't it? Another reindeer, or another deer. So yeah, love that. So those are my finishes, my new starts. I say I did start to panic a little bit because I'm kind of like, oh, I need to do my secret stitching. I have another chart for secret stitching. I want to try and finish Christmas song, and then obviously thinking about new starts in January. We're in December now. So yeah, that was just a little bit about, oh my god, what am I going to do? But I'm fine now, for now. Right, haul. Yeah, I went a bit mad. Well, I did mention last time that I'd pre-ordered some Teresa Koguts from Sue at Peakside, but we'll look at those in a minute. So my December fabric of the month came in from West Greenloft Yarns, and it's a beautiful colour. It's Winter Rose. I don't think it's going to show up very well there. It is a really pretty colour. So I am going to carry on getting this next year, possibly not for the full year, but yeah, I am going to carry on. But instead of the 36, I've changed it to 32 for next year. I thought I'd get some 32 in, and then I did an order with Heather at Woolly Woolly Sheep. There's her details if you would like them. And I like ordering from Heather. And she has a floss tube as well. And that's what the other side of the card says, and isn't that just so true? So yeah, Heather had shown on her Instagram that she had got this in. So I waited for it to go up on the website. It's Erin Elizabeth Designs Believe, and it's got the Dinky Dye silk with it, which I think is natural, I think it's called, possibly. So this is going to be one of my new starts in January. I know it's a little bit late for the season, for Christmas, but it'll be ready for Christmas 2026, won't it? So this isn't all I ordered, by the way. I did order something else, but that's a secret stitch, which I have started, and I'm very much enjoying it. I looked in my fabric stash to see if I had something suitable, but they had too much white in. They're hand dyed, and they had too much white in, and I thought this is possibly not going to show up very well. So it is actually stitched on 18 count Haunted by Picture This Plus, and I fancied that. Can I find it in the UK? No, I cannot. So I had to do an order with 123 Stitch. I did not just order the Haunted fabric, I did order a couple of other pieces of Picture This Plus to try. There was one called Gingerbread, which I liked the look of, and I thought I just ordered a couple of other different colours just to try in a small piece. So yeah, that's going to be hopefully a new start in January at some point. I'm not saying when, because it just depends on when I get other things finished or close to a finish, and if I don't finish, then it won't get started, because I can't be doing with too many bits. And then my Teresa Kogut pre-order came in from Sue at Peakside, and I got the Santa wreath ornament. I love him. And that was another thing I panicked about as well, because when we were putting the Christmas decorations up and out, I have a lot of cross-stitched Christmas. I used to be able to get Christmas and winter out at the same time. Now I can't. But having said that, a lot of that is down to my husband's Lego, because he has built quite a bit of Lego since lockdown, so in the last 5 years. So I can't get quite as much out now, so I have to wait until Christmas has gone away to get winter out, which is very annoying because Christmas and winter are my favourite things to stitch. So why I've got more Christmas, I do not know. I did stop myself from getting the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher Winter Christmas issue there, so yeah, that's one. And then I got Up on the Housetops, which I love. Well, I love them. I love all three of them. I wouldn't have got them if I hadn't have done. And then I got Holiday Stroll. I did consider the Pink Snowman, and then I thought, no, stop at 3. Just stop. I mean, as luck would have it, I had quite a good few charts that I'd finished with, and I had sold them, so they paid for these. And then I ordered another chart for a secret stitch, and I thought one chart cannot travel alone, and this was on sale. Sue had a Thanksgiving sale on, so I got this, and it is, who's it by? Summerhouse Stitch Works, and it's Winter Whites. Seen this so many times, and when it came out you could get a finishing kit, which I would have loved, but unfortunately it's not available anymore. But if anybody happens to know of anywhere in the UK that does this, check. Is it a check felt, or is it... Does it say? I don't think it does. Yeah, it's wool. So if anybody knows where I can get something like that in the UK, just let me know, please. So yeah, I got that, and then I got a piece of 32 count vintage country mocha. This is actually stitched on raw linen, but I fancied vintage country mocha instead, so I got a piece of that to stitch it on. Just a 19 by 13. I don't think I'm going to need it all, but so that's my haul. And I say I do have some to come from 123 Stitch. Have I got any more to come? No, I don't think I have, because that came today, did my order from Peakside. I say there was a secret stitch, so I can't show that. So let me just check my notes. So yeah, next year I am going to do a no chart buying year. I will break that, and I'm putting this out there right now, I will break that if Blackbird Designs happen to re-release the Joyeux Noël booklets, because I've been after that for ages and I'm still hoping they'll re-release it. I don't think they will, and I am not prepared to pay the silly money that they get sold for. So I will break that for that. I will also break it for... So this is not a lot of things I'm going to break it for, let me just put that out there as well. So I will break it. There was a Stacey Nash class at Cowslip Workshops earlier in the year. I think it was maybe September time, and it was absolutely gorgeous, and it had a sheep on it. And I loved it. I can't remember who showed it, but I would, if that gets released, I would break for that. And also, obviously, for the Shannon Christine that Chris and I are going to do for next year's December sale, so that will be a lot later in the year. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, if I do another long dog, because I think I know which one I want to do. The Pilgrim I bought from Lakeside, so I would buy it from Lakeside again if I could get it there, because I like the printed chart rather than paying 20 quid or whatever, more than 20 quid I think, for a PDF. But yeah, I would break for those. So that's only 4 things, that's not too bad, is it? But I need to do it. I absolutely need to do it, because I have so much lovely chart stash, and I need to stitch what I've got. So that's happening. There is one thing that I'm still umming and ahhing about for this year, and that is the Historical Sampler Company Winter Stitch Along. I'm still not sure about that, but then I'm kind of thinking they do release them eventually anyway, so I just might wait and get that, not next year, but the year after. It's a long time to go without, isn't it? But anyway, so I will get fabric and threads when I need them. So Sarah, Cross Stitch Sarah, I know that you're hoping to do that as well. Let's see how we do, shall we? So that is that. I don't think... I think that's what I wanted to talk about as regards that. And you can all laugh at me if I fail, because, you know, it's what I usually do, isn't it? But I really don't want to. I really, really want to just keep on top of my chart stash, because I need to. Right, where is it? So last floss tube I was giving away Sudi Day Welcome, which I still haven't got made up yet. I keep saying I'm going to do it and then I don't get it done. I have been getting some ornament finishes done to send to my closest stitchy friends. They've gone in the post today. I got a couple wrapped up, and then I was like, oh damn, I didn't take a photograph, so I had to unwrap. So yeah, I was giving that, I'm digressing now, aren't I? So I was giving that away. So I picked a winner last night. Where is it? There we go. So the winner is Penelope's Pocket. So congratulations, Sarah. There was 5 entrants. So Sarah, if you could let me have your name and address. If you message me on Instagram, because I know that we follow each other on Instagram, so if you could do that, I will get it in the post as soon as I can. And do excuse the state of my screen on my iPad, it needs a clean. So congratulations, Sarah. I hope that you enjoy stitching that. Right, okay. There's my ornament tree, for if you don't follow me on Instagram. I need a bigger tree so that I can display them better. Having said that, and again, going off on stuff that you probably don't really want to know about anyway, this tree is a little unsteady. So really, we need a new tree for here. Whether we get one or not is a different matter. But yeah, it's a little bit unstable. We have to string it to a light fitting, tie it to a light fitting. So if we get a new tree for here, I may well just use that tree over there for my ornaments. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see next year how things go. So I think that is everything. As I say, I've got 2 more new starts for December. One is my birthday start, and one is a start for Beth, the Steadfast Stitcher's birthday. So I've got a few days. Well, I've got what? Where are we? Wednesday. I've got about 9 days to stitch on what I've got there, so hopefully I should be able to make a bit of progress on those. I was thinking about having a new start on Christmas Eve, but I'm not going to do that now. I was going to join in, I think it was a Santa Sal, and I did think about it, but no, I'm not going to do it because I'm just going to put too much pressure on myself and then I'm not going to enjoy my stitching. So that is everything. Christmas, one of my Christmassy winter, oh gosh, Christmassy wintry jumpers on today. So I will see you in a couple of weeks. That will be my last floss tube of 2025. I don't think I will get, possibly not as many views. I mean, I only get 300 and odd to 400 anyway, but I don't, because obviously a lot of people are doing Flossmas, and I think people maybe prefer to watch that. I don't watch Flossmas, so I do apologise if I normally watch you and I don't watch you if you do Flossmas, because it takes me away from the normal floss tubes and I would rather watch the normal floss tubes. I am behind because I just don't seem to be able to get caught up, so it's a good job I don't watch the Flossmas videos. I'm trying, I'm not doing too bad at the moment, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, so hopefully I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. I hope you're not getting too stressed in the silly season. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Christmas. It's not too bad for us because we're just a family of 4. We don't. Gradually, people have decided to stop buying, so we only buy for the 4 of us, and I might just buy a little bit of something for a friend, but that's about it. So it's not too bad. I do get quite stressed though at times with it all, but there we go. So right, I'm going to go because I am waffling about nothing. So I've done everything that I wanted to do. So stay safe everybody and enjoy every single stitch. Take care. Bye.